welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the Lord will put people in your life for when you need them. And we're talking about 3 cases. I was going to talk about 2, but one's just come to mind that we'll talk about. So the first one was recently that's happened to me. I was going into the woods for a smoke, and as I was locking the door, I bumped into something, and it hurt. And I was like, oh. And then I thought, positivity, like you have to think positive. I watched this thing called The Secret, 2006, good film. And it's about thinking positive, so I thought positive. And as I was coming back from my smoke to go back to my house, some guy with a dog was like blocking the entrance. I was like, I'll let him through, he's got a dog. And come through, whatever. And then there was another dog that came around, jumped, and obviously I was a bit like, and then he's like, oh, sorry. And it was like a little kid. It was like 15, some Asian kid. Maybe a bit older, but anyway. And he was sound. And we were just chatting away about the dogs. And then he said, you have a nice day. And I was like, oh, you too. And the thing is, I always say that to people. Like, I always say that to people. That's the one thing I make sure to try and always say normally. And I wasn't even going to say it. I was about to just walk off. And he said what I would say, and I couldn't believe it. And I was like, that's that. And the thing is, I said to myself, as I was literally moments before thinking about the positivity thing, and it happened, and I was like, oh, like it's true, man. And then the other one was about something a bit different. The one I just thought of was about a female. I mean, we started talking when I was a teenager. I'm probably about 16, 17, and we didn't end up like properly till about 20. It was about 2-3 years ago, so I'd say about 19, 20. And I was going through probably the worst moments of my life, and I was probably the most depressed at that time I've ever been. Went through numerous things out for another day. But she was the person I needed at the time. She destroyed me, but she was the person I needed at the time. So the Lord will place mysterious people in your life that sometimes, I suppose, I wasn't really awake back then either, and you don't really understand that sort of stuff. But another one that happened to me was, this was about 2-3 years ago. It must have been 2 years ago. A couple of my acquaintances from my hometown, they were in Nottingham and I was in Leicester, and they were there for the weekend, and they had already been out one night, and I went to go see them, and I sat next to this guy. We were waiting for the same train or some shit, and he was like this ginger guy, glasses, and we just sat there. I had my headphones in, I was in my own environment. I was probably even reading my book or something, and I was noticing that all the girls like looking over at me, all this stuff, and like whatever. And the train comes, and it was blocking it, and I just turned to this guy and was like, "Is your name Jack?" And he was like, "Yeah." No, sorry. He asked me about was that the train? And I was like, no, I don't think so. The train comes in about another 5 minutes per se. And I was like, "Is your name Jack?" And he was like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" And I was like, "I don't know, I just know." And we had a conversation, and at the time it didn't really impact me. I was just in a bit shock. It was something to tell the people I was with, blah blah blah. Looking back at it now, like, come on. And then for him, that was probably life changing. It was probably not even a kick up the arse, just a good wheel, man. It's a good gesture. So the Lord will place these people in your life mysteriously. Who knows? They always say a stranger's your best friend. And after watching The Devil's Advocate, I can agree, because who knows what the Lord has in store for us. You know, he has beautiful ideas for all of us. So He will place these people in our lives just for a little bit of fun. But it's all about being positive to other people. That's all you can do, because at the end of the day, we are all one. Like, once we leave this place, we all go to the same place. We're all one. So that's why you have to embrace different stuff, different people. Just talk to people. Talk to them. Who knows what they're capable of? Amen.